Okay, good morning. Today's topic is enabling technologies of IoT system. Here, what are the enabling technologies of IoT system? IoT system, in the sense, it consists of large number of devices. Here, each and every device having a what is each and every device? It consists of IP address. Here, not only IP address here. That means you will work the system with the help of internet. That is a thing in a IoT system here. Here coming to the IoT enabled by the, that means some of the enabling technologies of IoT system, those are all called it as a wireless sensor networks, the cloud computing, big data analytics, communication protocols, embedded systems. Here these are all are enabling technologies here. Here for example, wireless sensors here. What is a wireless sensor networks here? That means IoT system consists of large number of devices. In order to communicating from one device to another device, you require one network here. The network here is the collection of systems. Here you are connecting via wired networks or wireless networks. Here this is a wireless network. Here the not only wireless networks here, the wireless sensor networks here. Here one system, one node or different nodes are end systems. Here you will equipped with end systems with sensors. That is called here wireless networks. Here coming to the cloud computing. Here that means the cloud computing. What is the cloud computing here? Storing, processing, accessing our data using remote server. Here you are storing data in a remote server via internet. Here other than the local laptop or computer. That means instead of using a local computer or instead of using a personal computer, you are storing the data in a remote server. You are storing, that means you are storing data in the internet. You are processing the data in the internet. You are managing the data in the internet. That is called here cloud computing technologies here. Here big data analytics. Here large amount of data. That's called here volume of data. Here variety of data. That is called here images. Some of the video files, audio files, variety, velocity of data, variety of data, veracity of data, like that different kinds of data is there. Here that is called here big data. The big data in the point of view, large amount of data, the processing the big data. That means how can you get the big data here? That means IoT systems, the sensors generating the large amount of data. Here the thing here is a, that means where you are storing the data here, large amount of data, you will store in a cloud. Here cloud, how can you call it as a cloud? Cloud is a network. A cloud is a space. Cloud is a, that means it is a internet, a simple thing. Internet, you are storing the data in the internet. That means our IoT system always generating the data in a data, large amount of data, that data stored in a cloud computing. This is one of the technology, enabling technology. Not only this technology is here, communication protocols. Already you discussed about the in the physical design of IoT system, we have the communication protocols. Here, the first important thing here is a, that means these are all enabling technologies: wireless sensor network, cloud computing, big data, finally embedded system. I think you have some idea about the enabling technologies here. That is a enabling technologies. Coming to the first important one here is a wireless sensor networks. Here, what is a wireless sensor networks here? Very important concept. Here, wireless sensor network in the sense, I think you have an idea about the LAN. Here in our college, you have a LAN network is there. Here, computers are connected with the one to another. That means the organization, local area networks. That is a wide network. Here, wireless networks is there, Wi-Fi. Here you are connecting the devices without wire. That is called here wireless network. Here you have a wireless sensor network. Here I am taking this diagram or picture from a different sources of internet, and here that means wire network here, wireless sensor network. What is a wireless sensor network here? The network which are some of the networks having a sensor node. Here you are, that means end nodes. For the end nodes here, you are attaching sensor. That means sensor are attached to several nodes. Those nodes are called it as a sensor nodes. Here, that means such type of network we call it as a wireless sensor network. Here, that is the thing. Wireless sensor. Some of the nodes you are using, you are attaching the sensors. Here, such type of network here is called as a wireless sensor network. A right side diagram shows a wireless sensor network. In the wireless sensor network, three systems are there. These systems are called as a end systems. Here you are seeing the end system. Those systems are called as a sensor nodes. Here that is a sensor node. That means there is a base station is there. Some internet point is there. User using the systems here. Here that is called here wireless sensor network. Here wireless sensor network consists of distributed device with sensor. Here that's consists of distributed device with a sensor. Here which is used to monitor the environmental and physical condition. Here this sensor node used to monitoring the environmental condition. Environmental condition in the sense that means what is the weather information. That means it will monitor the physical parameter from the environment, the physical condition or physical thing, physical environment, temperature, um, humidity. Like that, it will monitor the all physical conditions. Not only physical here. In the case of health monitoring system, it will identify the physical condition of a patient. Like that, you will having the our wireless network systems. Here, wireless network system consists of number of end nodes here. Here you have the end nodes. The circles here indicates the end nodes. Here number of end nodes and routers as well as the coordinators. Here what is a router here in this case? Here how can you, which type of information you call it as a router here? The end nodes here you call it as a routers. Sometimes you call it as a routers. Here the end nodes having a several sensors. Here each and every end node in this case having several sensor attached to them in a node can be act as a router. Here also called it as a sensor node. Here this is called here is as a router. That is a thing. That means router. Here coming to the next router here. What is the work of router here? Router or sensor node. In this case here router is a one router is there. Sensor node. Some of them are target nodes are there. Some of them are sound nodes are there, stringing and then internet. Here, what about the router here? Routers are responsible for routing the data packets from end nodes to the coordinator. Here, end nodes to the coordinator. What is the work of coordinator in this case? Coordinator also a one node here. What is the work of coordinator here? The coordinator collects the data from all nodes. Here, the coordinator work here in this case here, collecting the data. Here, the coordinator also act as a gateway that connect to the wireless network. Here in this case, there is no gateway. I think the next diagram shows the gateways. Yeah, it is having the gateway system. Here, coordinator also a one type. That means router in the sense is in the network here, end nodes having the sensor, that's called here router. Here coordinator in the sense the coordinator collects the data from all nodes. Here coordinator also called it as a gateway, act as a gateway that connects to the wireless network to the internet. That is a wireless sensor network. I think you have clear idea about these wireless sensor networks here. Here you are not using any wired connection. You are using the wireless connection with the sensors. That means you are using some of the sensors for the end nodes. That is called here wireless. Some of the example for the wireless networks here. Here, what are the example for this one? Here you have a weather monitoring system. Weather, that means weather monitoring. It will identify the temperature. It will identify the humidity. Here, the weather monitoring system uses a wireless sensor networks in which the nodes collects the temperature, humidity, and other data, which is aggregated and analyzed. Here, for performing some of the aggregation, Here weather data, that means humidity, that means in particular time what is the humidity, in particular time what is the temperature, in particular time what is the temperature, that means the decreasing and increasing of temperature. Here in the March month what is the temperature, in the June month what is the temperature, and the year this year 2020 what is the temperature, that means what are the changes in a temperature. That means that can be identified, that means that can be identified by using this sensor networks here. That means the weather monitoring system also uses a wireless sensor network. And then other important application for the wireless sensor networks here is a indoor air quality monitoring system. Here indoor air quality monitoring system uses a wireless sensor network to collect the data of here, for collecting the data here. That means to collect the data on a indoor air quality and to collect the some of the information. Here various gases, that for that purpose you are using the, that is a another application. Here one of the another application is a soil moisture monitoring system here. That means here ground levels, that means in order to identify the ground level the plant, for growing a plant here, to monitor soil moisture at a various location. Here for particular in Chittur district, what is the soil um, uh, uh, information here, that means in the Prakasam district soil information, that means you will monitor the different information is a this system. And then surveillance system, here the surveillance system, that means if you go to the banking you will identify the surveillance system here. Here the surveillance system also uses a wireless sensor network for collecting the surveillance data. Here what is the collecting surveillance data, motion detection data. That means the banking system, so many different persons are there, you will come, so many different will comes. That means you will identify the motion, the motion detection of data. That means for the person's motion, that means that is a thing for this surveillance system. And then smart grid, here what is a smart grid system here? Here monitoring the grid at various points. Grid, that means electrical grid. Here in a various point here it will identify the electrical grid. The right diagram identifies the agriculture. The agriculture in the sense soil moisture monitoring system, agriculture. Here coming to the structural health monitoring system, here in the healthcare system, that's also called as a healthcare system, also uses a wireless sensor network to monitor the health structure by collecting the vibration data from a sensor node. Here that means deploy at a various point in a structure. That is a health that means health conditions of a patient. Here it will identify the health conditions of a patient like the different information. That is called here wireless sensor networks application. Very important concept. Here coming to the cloud computing. What is a cloud computing in this case here? The cloud. Here what is the cloud? Cloud is a, I think you have a great idea about the cloud. Here how can you represent the cloud? The cloud is a network or internet. Here cloud is a something which present at a remote location. Here the cloud in this case here is a use space here. Here that means in this use space all services available. That is called here cloud here. That means cloud can provide say different services over the public private networks. Here that means sometimes some of the cloud provider uses a both public and private networks. That is called here hybrid network here. That is a, that means in order to monitor in the both private and public network, here you will use a cloud. Here what is the exact the cloud computing? Here what is the exact definition for the cloud computing? Storing, processing, accessing the data via internet. Here from anywhere. Here storing, processing, accessing data via remote server other than the local system is called here cloud computing. Here you have a cloud computing some of the operations performed by the cloud computing. What are the operations here? That's having the cloud computing have the storage capabilities. Here by using cloud computing you will create a websites, you will create a blogs. Here that means you will analyze the data. Here that means what is the need of cloud computing in this case? Here, why are you using the cloud computing? Here what means before cloud computing you are having the you need, if you want to start an organization you need to buy a stack of servers. Here, because of stack of servers here, high traffic is there. Here, that means monitoring and maintenance of these servers are very difficult task. Here, because of that reason, here that means servers in the sense, some of them are database servers, some of them are web servers, some of them are mail servers, and then not only these servers here, in the server room, you will identify the some of the networking, firewalls, routers, modems, and then like that different information you identified. Here, that is the main reason here cloud computing came into the picture. Here, some that means because of cloud computing, you have some advantages are there. Or what are the advantages here? If you use the cloud computing, that means it is a low cost, and then storage capability is very high. That means you can increase the storage capability automatically, and then automatically storage capability, and then automatically scaling capability provided by the cloud computing, and then low cost IT infrastructure. It is having the low cost IT infrastructure, and then here because of cloud computing you will reduce the software cost. Here that means that is a some of the information regarding the cloud computing here. Here and then those are all different points about the cloud computing. In the cloud computing you identify the some cloud providers. Here what are the cloud providers in this case? Here the cloud providers, here you are having the cloud providers, and then cloud consumers are there. Here who is the cloud provider? Here the cloud provider and then cloud consumer, two important things here. Cloud provider manages the infrastructure and platform that runs the application. Here the cloud providers always the manages the server. Here for example take the Azure is a cloud provider, AWS is a cloud provider, always manages the infrastructure and services. Here what about the cloud consumer? Here the cloud consumer in the sense an organization or a human, that means that having the formal contract with the cloud provider. Here for using IT resources made available by the cloud provider. That means so in order to using the IT resources, here you will have in the cloud consumer. That is a thing here. That means this is some information regarding the cloud consumer and then cloud provider. Some of the risks are there for the cloud providers, for the cloud consumers. This is a thing about the cloud consumer and provider. Here the cloud computing offers the different services here. Here what are the services offered by the cloud computing? Here one is a software as a service, other one is a platform as a service, other one is a infrastructure as a service. Here what is a software as a service? That means software, in the software as a service, here user always maintains a only data. The best example for the software as a service here is a, what is the best example for software as a Gmail is a provides a software as a service here. That means the user enter into the Gmail account and then he is maintaining the data, his own data. Here is the data only. That means different cases here. The application, some of the operating system, middleware servers. Here some of the information, all information managed by the our Google. That is the thing. And then platform as a service here. Here the data and application managed by the user in the sense by you. That means you are managing the data and application. The remaining everything taken care by the cloud providers. The cloud providers, for example, the cloud providers are different cloud providers are there. Another important one here is a platform as a service. Here what about the platform as a service in this case? Here the platform as a service, okay, the infrastructure as a service. Here the infrastructure as a service in the sense, here the user maintains a data, application, runtime and the operating system. That means the user maintains in this case here is a data as well as the application and the operating system. The remaining here is a networking, storage, servers and then virtualization maintained by the our providers, or that's called here providers, also called it as a vendors. Here that is a things done by the cloud providers. Here not only this information here, The cloud computing system having these services here. Some of the deployment models are there here. The deployment models here is a public, private, and then hybrid model, and these are all different models here. The public model in the sense is visible to the public. Private in the sense that means some of the organizations uses a cloud in a particular organization, and then hybrid in the sense some organizations need a public cloud as well as the private cloud. Here this is a some information regarding the cloud computing. I think you have idea about the cloud computing. And then coming to the big data analytics. Here, big data analytics in the IoT system. What is a big data analytics here? Here, that means the IoT system consists of n number of sensors. Here, that's having the n number of sensor. Each and every sensor. Here you are having the n number of sensor. The sensors consist of what is the sensor here? Sensors always generating the large amount of data. Here, that means always it's generating the large amount of data. Here in this case, main intention here for the big data here, always generating the large amount of data. Here the main intention in this case here is a for the systems how to process the data, how to analyzing the data. That is a main important thing here. Here the big data analytics is a process of collecting, organizing, analyzing the large set of data. Here this is a particular process here. Organizing the big data analytics in the sense collecting the insights or collecting the knowledge from the large set of data. Collecting the knowledge, that is called here big data. Here in this case analytics. Here the analyst here work with the big data. That means that means he is getting a knowledge from analyzing the data. Analyzing the data in the sense that from the data set here you have to get some knowledge here. Here for example employee salary. That means I want to get a knowledge. What is the knowledge here? The employee salary greater than 5,000 among the huge amount of the data. Here that kind of knowledge, that means that is done by using big data analytics. Here simple thing here is what is the big data? The data which are very large in size called big data here. Here now that means normally that means you work on a data size MBs. Is it correct or not? For example, you are working the MS Word documentation. Here MS Word documentation 20 GB of size or 30 GB of 30 MB of size. That means normally you work on a MB of size. Sometimes you may work on a GB size. For example, movies. If you want to download the movies, here that means if you want to download the audio songs, video songs, that means you will work on a GB data. But the petadata bytes, that means petadata byte is a large amount of data for us. Here the petadata size here is a 10 power 15. That is a 2 power 30, 40, 50, 2 power 50. Here size of data every day, that is called here terabytes of data, petabytes of data. Every day Facebook, Google, LinkedIn generating the petabytes of data, terabytes of data. That means e-commerce site also generating the petabytes of data. Here the main intention here is how to process the data, how to store the data. Here for this purpose here you have a processing and then storing this large amount of data. You will having the Hadoop file system. Here Hadoop file system. Here what is a Hadoop file system? Hadoop file system consists of two important components here. One is a HDFS, other one is a MapReduce. Here what is a necessity of HDFS in the big data analytics? Here Hadoop comes with the distributed file called here HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system. Here this Hadoop distributed file system having the several missions and replicated to the, that means you will have the different kinds of information. That means for storing a large amount of data, that's called here Hadoop file system. Here to use Hadoop file system, here to use the Hadoop file system here very large files. The size is a very large, then only you will use a Hadoop distributed file system. If the size is very small, that you cannot use the distributed file system. Sometimes streaming data access. Here, time to read whole data set is more important than the reading the first. That means the time is streaming data. And then community hardware here. Here the Hadoop file system works on a community hardware. This is a Hadoop file system. And then another important module here is a map reduce module in a Hadoop file system. Here, what is exactly map reduce module? Here, for processing the large amount of data, you will have in the Hadoop module here, Hadoop HDFS module. That is a thing here. Here, some of the examples. That means it is done by using 3 V's or 4 V's big data. Some of the examples for the big data here. Here, what are the examples here? The weather monitoring stations always generating the large amount of data. That means always generating the large amount of data. This is one of the big data thing here. Industrial energy system. Another application here. The industrial and energy systems for monitoring their health and detecting the failures. For this purpose in here, mission sensor data collected from the sensor enabled. That means industrial energy data is another application here for the big data. And then another application is a health and fitness data here generated by the IoT devices such as wearable fitness bands here. That means every day the wearable fitness bands generating the data here. Some of the data, some is tracking the vehicles and location. Here for tracking the locations, vehicles, here you are using the data generated by the IoT systems. Some of the, that means some of the data generated by the retail inventory monitoring system. For example, retail system, retails in the sense, for example, Flipkarts. Here every day generating the large amount of data. Here where they store the data for storing and processing, you will having the big data analytics are there. For storing as well as the processing the data, you will have the big data analytics. Here characteristics of the big data here. Here how can you measuring the big data? Here how can you measuring the big data? By measuring volume, by measuring variety of data, by measuring velocity of data. Velocity, volume of data, volume in the sense large amount of data. The size of the data determined by the volume. Here determines the volume here. That means large amount of data is called here big data. You are coming to the variety of data. That means how can you represent the variety of data? You will comes with the images, audio files, video files. Here this type of data you call it as a variety of data. Velocity of data, speed, that means retrieving the data, speed at which data is generated and processed to meet the demands and the challenges that lies in a path of growth and then development. That's called here velocity of data. This process comes under the different things. And then coming to the communication protocols. Here already discussed about the different communication protocols in a physical design of IoT system. Here, for example, link layer protocols. Some of them are link layer protocols. Here, the link layer protocols for the Ethernet, and then Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi Max. Different protocols are there for the link layer. And then coming to the network layer protocol, IP version 4, IP version 6 are the network layer protocols, and then transport layer protocols here. The transport TCP and then UDP are the transport layer protocol. Coming to the next important one here is a application layer protocol. Here, what is the application layer protocol? The application layer protocol, different kinds of application layer protocols existed here. HTTP. Here, HTTP is one type of application layer protocol. These are all called as a communication protocol. The communication protocol. So that means first thing here is a wireless transfer networks. Here for devices communication, you are forming the wireless sensor network. Here these devices produces the data. Where you are storing the data here, for storing this data here, you will have the cloud computing. Here that means these devices every day generating the data. Here for generating the data, you will have the technology here is a big data analytics technologies. For storing, processing the large amount of data, you will have the big data technologies. Here, communicating the IoT devices, one IoT devices to another IoT devices. So in order to establishing the communication, you will have the different kinds of protocols here. The communication, that means in the network system, you have the communications. Here, that means the communication protocols from the backbone of IoT system enable the network connectivity and coupling application. That means it is used to enabling the network connectivity. Here, the communication protocol allows a devices to exchange data over the network here. Here, the that means multiple protocols describe a different aspects of a single communication. Here, that is a communication protocol. Here, the protocol, group of protocol designed to work together to known as a protocol suite. Here, for example, link layer protocol, all are in a one place here. Those are all called as a protocol suite. And then transport layer protocol, TCP/IP. That means you will place in a one place. That is a protocol suite here. When you implement it in a software, they are called it as a protocol stack. Here, no problem here. Now implemented in a software, that is called here protocol stack. That means the group of protocols, you call it as a either protocol stack or protocol suite. Here, internet communication protocols are published by the Internet Engineering Task Force, IETF. That is a information. IEEE also handles a wired and wireless networking. IEEE also handles the wired and wireless network, and then I also handles the other type of protocols here. Some of the IoT protocols, MQTT, COAP, and then AMQP. These are all application layer protocol. Already discussed these protocols clearly in a previous class. Here coming to the embedded system. Here, what is an embedded system here? The embedded system, the computer hardware system having the software embedded in it. That's called here embedded system here. The embedded system can be independent system or it can be part of a larger system. Here, it may be a independent system. Sometimes it may be an independent system. Here, for example, mobile phone is an embedded system or washing machine is an embedded system. Here, other thing here is it is a sometimes the embedded system is a part of other system here. For example, in a car you will use an embedded system for tracking the vehicle position, or that is a different embedded system. That means you will use a entire embedded system or a part of embedded system. And then embedded system is controlled, programmed and controlled by a real-time operating system, RTOS. Here, that means the processes. Here, that means in the computer, you will use a microcontroller, microprocessor, like that. In the embedded system, you will use a real-time operating system with dedicated functionalities. That means this operating system only dedicated for the task here. The main important thing in a embedded system is a computing thing. The computing information is there in the embedded system. Here, that is called here RTOS. Here, RTOS here, that means with the functions dedicated with the dedicated function within a large mechanical or electrical systems. Here, often with real-time computing constraints. That is the embedded system here. Here, this embedded system consists of different components. The embedded system consists of hardware component. Here, for example, just like a hardware, and then applications. Here, application software. That means you will use a application software, Android OS. Here, like there's so many different application softwares are there. A real-time operating system, RTOS. Here, these three are the components of IoT system. What is an RTOS here? The RTOS define a way the system work. Here, RTOS sets a rules during the execution of application program. Here, RTOS, a small scale embedded system may not have the RTOS. A simple embedded system not having the RTOS here. These are all different enabling technologies. Not only these technologies here, some other enabling technologies also there. Another one is a for the system IoT system. You require some security. Here, in order to providing the security, we will have the security and security protocols are there. Here, what about these security protocols? The security protocols are called as a cryptographic protocols here. The security protocol is an abstract protocol that performs the security enabled function. Here, some of the protocols in this case here, security protocols, here key agreement or establishment, entity authentication, systematic encryption, here like that, the secret sharing, the secure multi-party computation, here these are all it as a security protocols here. Here coming to the next, web services. Here, what about the web services here? The web services in the sense, already you have some idea about the REST, the services offered by the electronic device to another device. Here communicating with each other. That's called here web services. Here some of the web services here is a REST service, representational state transfer, is a architecture or well established service in a IoT system. REST service in the previous class last, API communication API, REST is a communication API. Here there you discussed about the some of the web services. Here not only those web services here, here JSON web services, representational state transfer is a one web service here. These web services, the web services conversation language, here different services provided by that means these are all different services of a web. That means these web services have the REST. Next example for the REST service. Here mobile internet, that means internet of things provides a mobile internet, and then systematic search engines like a Google, Yahoo engines you will have in the systematic search engines are there. This is about the enabling technologies of IoT. Thank you.